Alright, this video is going to cover arrangements and permutations. Two different ways of saying the same thing. The first question they're going to ask is, how many ways can 5 objects be arranged? Now this could be referring to how many people can be arranged in a line, how many guitars can be arranged, 5 guitars, how many ways can you arrange them, objects being arranged. So what we want to do is lay out 5 spots. So we have the first spot, the second spot, and so on. How many choices do we have for the first spot? Well, if we have 5 objects, we have 5 choices for the first spot. After we pick one of those for the first spot, how many do we have for the second spot? Well, we'll have 4 left over for the second spot. And then after you pick that, you'll have 3 left over for the third spot. How many objects are available for the third spot? And then how many for the fourth spot? And then how many for the last spot? So you basically just multiply those numbers and you get 120. So there are 120 ways for 5 objects to be arranged. You can arrange 5 objects 120 different ways. Now this way is the way you want to do it. You don't want to try listing them all. That would take a very long time. Now on a side note, we want to show you how to write this. You can write 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 as 5 with an exclamation point. Now you don't want to read that as 5, and yell it, because that's not what it means. It means 5 factorial. So 5 exclamation point means 5 factorial, which is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And it's always from the number down to 1. If it was 6 factorial, it would be 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, moving on. How many ways can 10 objects be arranged? Well, we could lay out 10 spots, and you have 10 choices for the first spot. After you pick one for the first spot, there's 9 left over, and you go all the way down to 1. You multiply those. That's also known as 10 factorial, which works out to 3,628,800. You can arrange 10 objects 3,628,800 different ways. Once again, this is the way you want to do it. You don't want to try writing all the different arrangements out. That would take you a very long time. Alright. How many ways can 10 objects be arranged? 3 at a time. Let's say you have 10 people in a group and you want to arrange them in groups of 3. How many different groups of 3 can you make? That's what they're asking. So now we're only going to lay out 3 spots. For this first spot, you'll have 10 choices. After you pick one person or an object from that group, you'll have 9 left over. And then for that third spot, you'll have 8 left over. So you just multiply that. 10 times 9 times 8. And you get 720. So this one is not a 10 factorial problem. You can't do the 10 times 9 times 8 all the way down to 1, because we're only dealing with 3 at a time, groups of 3. So there you can arrange 10 objects in 720 different groups of 3. If there's 25 people in a race, how many different outcomes are there for first, second, and third place? Well, we have first place, second place, third place. So if 25 people are in a race, there's 25 possible outcomes for first place. Now after that first person crosses the finish line, there are now 24 people left going for second place. And after second place happens, there's 23 people battling it out for third place. You multiply those numbers, and you have 13,800 different ways that this race could finish. There are 13,800 different results that could happen. How many locker combinations can be made from using the numbers 0 to 49? No numbers can be repeated. So locker combinations, you have 3 number locker combinations. So 0 to 49. Now some kids might put 49 here. But remember, 1 to 49 are your numbers, but also 0 is a number on your locker. So there's 50 choices. Now if you can't repeat any numbers, now you're going to have 49 choices for your next number. And then finally you'd have 48 choices for your third number. So you multiply those, and you would have 117,600. There are 117,600 different locker combinations you could make just by using the numbers 0 to 49. That is about it. Hope this helps. Best of luck to you.